So on this trip, we've been told to go to Starvation Bay. So we've arrived at Starvation Bay, checking out all these campgrounds. So come with us and let's go have a look at Starvation Bay. Starvation Bay Campground is approximately 6 hours and 25 minutes from Perth CBD, around about 583 kilometres. When you arrive, drive down Southern Ocean Road to the campground. If you're looking for supplies, Hopeton, Ravensthorpe and Jedica are the places that you can visit to get supplies and petrol. Here's what you need to know about Starvation Bay. Dogs are allowed but must be on a leash. You got to pay to stay. There's non-powered campsites. Bring your own drinking water. There are drop toilets there which are accessible. There's a camp host. Fires are allowed within fire rings only and not on total fire ban days. There's barbecues, shelters, picnic tables, rubbish bin and a dump point. It's intermittent 3G, 4G phone reception. It is suitable for tents, RV, motorhomes, caravans and camper trailers at selected sites. There's walking and 4-drive tracks available, and there's plenty to do in the water, fishing, there's a boat ramp and beach access. The road in is a dirt road entry and it is corrugated. So that's the rundown. Now, Starvation Bay is split up into 3 different areas and we're going to check out this first area as you drive in. Straight away, as you can see, there are bins available, so that's fantastic. Moving along, this is site 1. So it is set back from the ocean. You don't get an ocean view, but it is a drive-in, drive-out, and you're right opposite the beach access, which is not that far away from where you're camping. This next site is site 2, reasonable sized site, but you will have to unhitch if you've got a larger platform. All on flat ground and it is dirt. But you do have those trees behind you, surrounding you, and plenty of privacy from your neighbour around site 3. You'll still be able to hear people, but at least you've got that screen around you of trees. Have a look at this site. Great people when we were there camping. And you do have a bit of room that you can maneuver around and set up on site 3. Now along here you are set back from the beach, but you still very much hear and smell the ocean and the sea air, but you are protected. And this is site 4. Again, flat ground, clearly marked and fenced off. And you've got those trees surrounding you. And here's another beach access, so you don't have to walk to the one that's opposite site 1. Roughly the same distance to get to the beach as opposite on site 1. And here we go, site 5. Look, it's exactly the same as the other ones we've just seen. This one has a concrete fire pit. So very easy to get in and out. Site 6. That great screen of trees around you or shrubs. There's a fire ring, and this one's mobile. You can move it around the place depending on where you want to set up. And none of these are powered. And this one is where we were initially, site 7. Now it was a bit, wasn't very clear on the website when we checked this out how much room. The website does have the sizes, but even still, if we were in a larger platform, we would not have been able to fit here. So keep that in mind when you're setting up and choosing your site. Make sure you have enough room, because we were very lucky that we could fit in with our little van. Worst case, we would unhitch and put it to the side. This one does have a fire pit. And as we move forward, there are toilets around here as well. So we're getting closer to the toilets, which are drop toilets. And site 8. These sites that you're about to see from site 8 are very communal. You'll have people next to you as well. It's all on flat ground. A little bit of grass there, which we haven't seen on the other ones. Has a fire ring. and reasonable space to set up. If you set up like these people, guess what? You can have that privacy on both sides. And here we go, right next to you is Site 9, and that's what I mean, it's right next to it. So if you have a couple of friends, you might pick this one to set up, because it is quite large, but there are 2 sites in here. And the good news is that you're right opposite to the toilet. And across the road, there are more sites here again. This is quite a communal area. So Site 10 is just this first section. And there's the toilets and an information board. And there's a couple more sites around this open space with beach access just down there as well. So right next to Site 10, where this car and boat is Site 11. Not as easily marked out as all the others, and you're in this open space. So very communal and social if you like that kind of camping. But you're right next to the toilet and the beach access. And here's Site 12. There's a fire ring and a concrete fire pit as well. And there's that beach access. And just over the other side is Site 13. So if you want to be absolutely the closest to the toilets, that's the one you want to go to. Now these are all drop toilets. No running water. Just hang your shower there if you want to have a shower, or if you've got a solar shower. And there's the drop toilet. Plenty of toilet paper, fantastic. But there's no lighting here as well, so at night make sure you bring a torch or something so you can see in the evening or in that dark time or at night to make sure you know where you're going. So large open space around here, plenty of room to move around if you need to do a turn, and another information board. So if you didn't get the information as you walked in, you can certainly have a look here. Let's make our way back to where we started, and we're going to check out this middle section, which has a day area. So just past the bins, we have our first site, which is Site 14, a small site, but you can fit a caravan here quite comfortably. And Site 15 is very small. So this is what I mean. Remember what I showed you on Site 7? You want to make sure you check the sizing so you can fit with these larger platforms. So these are mainly for smaller platforms. Does have a shared fire pit with your neighbour. On the other side, this is Site 16. The sites along here are closer to the beach. So all on flat ground. You've got someone on the opposite side of you, which is Site 17. And if you look through the trees, you have campsites on the other side. So this is very, very communal. Although you do have some trees around to kind of break that up. But here, this one, Site 19, has a fire pit, and if you notice, it actually has an ocean view. and it's right next to another toilet block. So this is one of the few sites that actually has an ocean view. But it is a drive-in, drive-out site. And if you notice, it can get windy here at Starvation Bay. But that's what you get when you're camping near the ocean. So the toilets, brick toilets, very solid built, drop toilets. This is the main toilet for this area. Plenty of room to change if you need that. It comes with a defib. Now, if you notice that this section is blocked off from the day access area, you actually have to drive around, but you can walk through here and get to the beach, and it's just there. How lovely is this beach at Starvation Bay? Heaps of people visit this place to go fishing, water activities and sports, and just hang out. It's absolutely lovely. So this is the day area with a massive fire pit in the middle. There's another toilet block, and this big open space is where you can drive in from the other driveway. Plenty of room to turn around if you need it. And you've got a shelter with picnic tables and a barbecue. Now, it's not a gas barbecue. You're going to have to light a fire under this one and cook. It's there if you need it. Now we'll quickly check out the day use area toilets. This is quite modern and new. Very nice. Even a family-friendly toilet with a change table. So back to the main area. Here is Site 20. Opposite to the toilets, close to the day area and to the beach access. So a reverse inside, I'd say. And then we're going to make our way around this corner to visit and check out these sites that are set back. So this is Site 21. Again, quite a small site. And now we're looking at Site 22. Enough to park your car, put a tent here or a very small style caravan or camper trailer. Site 23 is next door, and you have a shared fire pit in this area. Before we go further, we'll go to the opposite side, and here is Site 28. Again, flat ground, dirt. Lots of trees surrounding you, so you're not seeing your neighbours on the other side. And there's Site 27. A reasonable sized site. Clearly marked out, but you are sharing, and right next to the person on Site 28. This would be a good one if you're travelling with friends. In this back section, you're reasonably close to people. So if you've got a larger group, you can book this area out and hang out, because it's, again, very communal, and you have these fire pits. So here you go. This is Site 24. Tucked in back here in this area, right next to a fire pit. And on the other side is Site 25. They've got those bollards there to make sure you don't go too deep into the trees. But if you set up right, you can have that privacy if you're not hanging out with friends. And just around this little entry, here is Site 26. So clearly marked out. in Site 26 you are furthest away from the toilets, but closest to the entry. Moving along, this is the drive to the day use area. It's not too far. If you're interested in using the day area, you do have to drive around, or if you've got a boat and you want to use the boat ramp, this section does have the boat ramp, which is just there. And this next site, Site 29, is where the camp host resides. You can't book this one, that's dedicated for the camp host. So they'll probably have a beach view, I reckon. We didn't get to see it. This last section is the tent only site section. Have a look at that view, magnificent. So it's well sheltered and higher up. In this area, you're closest to the dump point, and there is a toilet there as well. You do have to carry your gear down because you can only park along this stretch for these tent only sites. So it's park your car and carry your gear down. Now it's not too far, it's only a short walk through these amazing trees. My personal opinion, this is the best section out of Starvation Bay because you have that view and you're raised off the ground. You have beach access, you're right there. Have a look at that. That's the way down to the beach. And this is Site 30. It has a concrete fire pit and a bench. Beach is just in front of you. You have these amazing views and you've got a couple of entries here to walk down. So it is tent only. And just like everywhere else, non-powered. So that's Site 30, this whole section for you to set up. Wow, look at that view. Now right next to it is Site 31. So again, quite communal for tent only sites. You're sharing that fire pit, but you're also sharing that view. A bit further down, there's another beach access staircase. And this is Site 32, right in the middle. There's another walkway up the top. Not as clearly marked and defined, but you basically position yourself in the middle of the number. You can't go wrong. But look at the view. And you're really in amongst it here. And this is Site 33. How lovely is this? This is the furthest away from everything. It has a large picnic table. This section, this is the most private and has a fire pit and this amazing view. This is Anna's pick. And you got a little walkway down to the beach there as well. We actually stayed one night here as well. We put our tents there because we carry a tent as well as a caravan. But you are the most separated from the other tent sites. And just up there you can see there's a specific car park for this section. A bit further down from Site 33 is the dump point and the toilet. So fully accessible. And there's that dump point. And further down is another viewing area, a huge turnaround point. If you've got a larger platform, and away you go. So how good is this view? We're right on the water here at Starvation Bay. Now I'm hungry, I'm gonna go and get something to eat in a minute while it's still enjoying this amazing campground. So come and check this place out. Remember, camp by me and you'll be a happy camper. Thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate your support. Please subscribe to our channel, like and comment on all our videos. And feel free to check out all our other social media and our website with our interactive map. Fireworks are not permitted anytime. Yeah. You know, this is our selfie stick, right? We've got a new thing for it. It's advanced. Just enjoying it, bringing it all in.